Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 27 of my FIFA 15 Road to Glory career mode with Shrewsbury. Today we sign up a young, high potential youth player from our scout report, Jordan Lawless. He looks like a good type for the future for us. We've got a few of those now. That's what I'm really excited about, the future of this career mode with Shrewsbury. Not just because we're getting promoted and everything like that, like the future, like players coming through. Look, Alan Antonio now. He's a high potential goalkeeper, and his current ability, look, overall, minimum 56 and maximum 74, and he's going to get the May update. So it's really crucial to get. So we've got a couple of high potential guys just a month before May, then they're going to get the boost in May. But yeah, on Alan Antonio, he's going to be better than Callum Burton. Just judging off his report already and not taking into the boost he's going to get in May, like current overall wise. So I was thinking to send them out again, but I thought I'll save my money here. I've got 785 in the balance, and I think it was 725k to sign up Neil Mopay. Yeah, because I'm checking him out here. Yeah, I'm sure I was thinking that at this point in time, because it's much more crucial to sign up Mopay to make sure he's going to be a future player for us, you know. And Yee and Mopay leading the line is going to take us, hopefully, to the Premier League. Like, do you think those two can take us to the Premier League? And do you think they can become Premier League level? They are young guys. Mopay a bit more. I'm not sure about Nye. I haven't really seen him like signed for people when they start a Premier League team, or start as a Premier League team. But you've seen Mopay signed by people, especially in like FIFA 14 and that. I think even FIFA 13 as well. Maybe FIFA 14 more. I don't really know. But I know he was a really high potential guy. But Nye, to me, he wasn't a guy that was signed by a lot of people. Probably doesn't have the highest potential in the game as well. He was just affordable price for me, but at the same time, he's a younger guy. If he's going to be playing, he's going to be getting better as he is so far. So I'm just seeing that continual growth. Hopefully will be up until the Premier League. They both can get into the mid-70s or something like that, and they're quicker types, so hopefully they'll be able to score goals. But I'd love to see your thoughts, because there are some younger potential guys, English guys as well, in Isaiah Brown and Mason Bennett I could sign in the future if I wanted to go down that route. No doubt, I know a lot about Mason Bennett, especially from Football Manager. Even Isaiah Brown this year has some decent potential. A very young player for the future. What do you think about him in real life? Obviously, being English, you might want to hope he becomes a good striker. But here we play Hartlepool at home, just simulating the game, of course. We've got that first position wrapped up. And again, that's exactly what I want from here. It doesn't need to be a win, but young guys scoring. Janelli, I'd love for him to develop amazingly as well, because he's got the pace in him. He's got like the dribbling ability. To me, he's a natural winger. He can cut in as well, or he can cross. Either way, he can come in, take the shot, put in a dangerous ball. And Mark Ellis is pretty disappointed right now. He wants a new contract as well, but he kind of wants too much than I'm willing to allow for his quality. And we've got better centre-backs, in my opinion. Someone like a Goldson, who's not even on that much. And Knight Percival will be offering a new contract as well. Really a strong centre-back, and that's what we need at this point. Like, most players haven't disappointed me this season. Like, the players I've played have done well. There's not really players that have disappointed me too much. I see Mark Ellis here. Now he's coming up. He wants that. But look at this from Argentina. I'm scouting Argentina because I think I can find some talents. You can see some guys there, but it's like Football Manager before you download face backs. Hardly any of them have a face. And you got Victor Ayala, but he's probably like really good. And these guys with faces are probably a bit better and maybe not affordable, but it doesn't hurt to get a scout report on them. And you still pick up some free agents in there as well, which is pretty good. But none of them at this point of the season are really good. Again, scouting the A-League, just getting some updates on some players like Costa Barbarouses. He's a 66 overall, so that's kind of this level. Actually, he'll be an amazing player for this level. So if you have the fee, see the A-League players are fairly low in their value and not really high potential players that I've known. So yeah, should be really cheap. And also scouting Korea as well. The only thing about the Korean players is like their names are so long. Some of them are long. Like there's An Sung Bin, there's Kim Dong Sub. They sound like funny to say, which is it's a cool thing. if he can get one of those players. But yeah, any guys spark your attention? Maybe a centre back with high pace. There's a few of those. So, but I feel with Asian players, like, this is not like saying a bad thing about them. Just being truthful. Like, most of them are not really strong. They're not strong players. They're really skinny. But that's like why they're fast. They're athletic though. That's praising them actually, being athletic. Just not having that strength about them. That's just natural, for them. But they have their plus sides as well. That's the thing with different nationalities and just all that kind of stuff. But look at this! That's crazy! I went to sim the game, but it says your opponent doesn't have enough players to play the next match. So they forfeit, and I get a 3-0 win. Has anyone ever experienced that in their history of playing FIFA? I may have, but I can't remember. I have no idea. They must have had a lot of injuries, a lot of suspensions, but not being able to field a full team. Then even, it must be the bench. It must be, not able to field enough subs, which 7. So, they must have a lot of players injured, have a small squad additionally to that. But, wow. That is shocking. And they're near the bottom of the table as well. So that's interesting, like, if they would get relegated. But there's no lower divisions, so they wouldn't get relegated. I think they finished around 18th, though. So they were safe. But that was crazy. Has that ever happened to you? I'm sure it has to someone out there, but leave your feedback and what in general you just think about that. When I saw that, I was like, okay, that's really weird. Doesn't really have a bearing on too much, but if that was late in the season and like if it was more closer or something, like to me getting promotion, I need to win a few more games. That would be a nice little handout. So we just go to simulate the next one against Plymouth as well. This one's at home, and again, struggling to get points late. Like, arguably, we'll probably win them if we played them, but that's not really a main concern for me right now. As I'm sure a lot of you guys, I've got comments, you wanted me to get into the second season as well, and I do as well. I wanted to get in, make some transfers, and look at this guy, Lautaro Acosta. He's probably, too expensive for us, but these kind of guys, I'm going to keep my tabs on, keep them on my short list, because we're going to be getting promoted, League One, and then hopefully Championship, and then Premier League. So these guys are going to be on my radar, because I'm targeting that. Like, I reckon we can get a consecutive promotion again. What do you think about that? Like, how does this squad look for a team that's going to be playing League One football? There's a lot of mid-60 players and those kind of players, the younger guys, a lot of them like Mopé and Yi, Massimo Luongo, who's actually signed for QPR in real life, playing championship football. A lot of Australians in Australia. Obviously, we're talking about, like, you see on Facebook where people talk and stuff, and a lot of them want me think it's a bad decision and want him to go to the Premier League, but I feel QPR is an excellent move for him because then, he can show what he can do and he could impress Premier League teams potentially because they always, look for signings in the Championship. You always see that. So, what do you think? Maybe any other guys from Australia out there, or maybe Swindon fans, what do you think about Mas Luongo, moving on? Obviously, he was bound to at a point because he had an amazing season for Swindon and also for Australia as well in the Asian Cup. It was a new star born, really. For those of you wondering how he went in that, he was killer and probably grown after that. He's probably my current favorite Australian player. Like, of course, like someone like Cahill is a legend, but someone who's right now playing consistently in a top league. Well, in England, championships are very good. Championship is probably, I'm not sure what you guys think, but for me, it's one of the most competitive. I'm not saying it's the best. It's one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Obviously, with a chance to get into the Premier League is always going to have that kind of fight in teams and that kind of stuff. But and that's even without being able to like go to the games or something, just from watching games. It's one of the most competitive in the world in my view. I'm not sure what you think, but anyway. And what's like the atmosphere at the games as well compared to Premier League games? So you guys from England and you go to games and how's the atmosphere compared to Premier League games? Even though I've never been to a Premier League game, so I can't really compare. But we are here, the 1st of May. We're excited to see the bump. Who's going to look amazing? Aaron Eves. Okay, that's a bit disappointing, but he doesn't have high potential. Alan Antonio. He's got that, okay, because he's new, Maybe he wasn't going to get that bump yet. But look at this. Damari Byram. Minimum overall 66. Maximum 70. So he's a first teamer. He's bang. Sign, and he'll slot in one of those centre mid positions. Says he's a centre defensive midfielder, but that's first team. That's as good as the current players, if not better, we have right now, yeah? I hope he's amazing attribute-wise and doesn't have some stupid work rates, because he looks great, and he's going to be signed up. Doesn't have the highest potential, like over 90, but it's probably going to settle in the mid-80s, and yeah, that's definitely good for a League One team, and even, yeah, for us getting to the Premier League. Erhan Eastwood looks a bit disappointing, though. Probably will, yeah, I'll release him here, just not good enough compared to the rest. Gary Dixon might leave. I don't think he's been here for the longest time, but again, decent overall. Greg McBurney as well. I was in 2 minds to sign him. Jordan Lawless, that guy we just signed, and he's got that boost, minimum of 60 overall already. But look at Niklas Muller, overall minimum 66, maximum 70, and he's got that high potential in between 84 minimum and 90 maximum. And then Paul, he's looking good. Sean McGee as well, he's going to be over. Like, if you're over a 60 overall, you're worth signing up. He doesn't have the highest potential, though, but he could be a rotation player for next season. So, leave your thoughts. Obviously, there's a couple standouts there. There's Damari Byram and Niklas Muller. Jordan Lawless could be alright as well. You're going to have to see how he looks. But Sean McGee, yeah, he's an interesting one. He doesn't have really high potential, but he's good enough to sign up, you know, like when you compare them with the current point in time. See, this is the big difference compared to like managing Inter or just whenever I do a big team. These players are never good enough to come in right away. But now they are, especially Damari Byram. He looks so good, doesn't he, for a defensive midfielder. I'm not sure if he'll change positions. He'll just come in as a centre midfielder, be the more defensive type. And then obviously we can have a guy like Luongo, a bit more attacking, or someone else, Bigirimana, whoever, as we pick up another win from that sim game. And the man I was talking about, Luongo, picks up a red card in that simulated game. Not going to matter too much. But yeah, this is what I mean. Things are looking very, very bright. We have got some amazing youth players. We've got another youth update as well. Alex Wilson. There's another guy. Where are they all coming from? We don't even have that good of scouts, do we? We've got some, yeah, they're okay, but it's like they're just bringing us some great talents right now. So that seems to be working for me. But the rest of those weren't that good, so we'll forget about that for now. And yeah, like I said, I won't be sending those scouts out again until next season, like until I've gotten into the season and made the signings. Because yeah, from now my money's going to be into signing up players. So some players accepted, like the likes of Damari Byram, Sean McGee. So next up, we're going to be checking them out to see how they look, as we give a praising press conference to our team right there. So let's see. Here's the moment of truth, yeah. This is always the exciting time, you know. So there we go. Damari Byram and Sean McGee. I was skipping through them very, very quickly. But we'll go back to them. And yeah, Damari Byram, a 67 overall, looks really good. He's on the slower side, but he's got very good defensive attributes. And he's got that high defensive work rate. Thank you. That's perfect. And 6'2". Physically, that player information's perfect. The high defensive work rate and then 6'2". Physically, he's perfect. Of course, he's a bit slower, but then he's a defensive midfielder. He doesn't need to be quick. Maybe improve his strength. Oh, but look at this, Sean McGee. Low attacking work rate. So that kind of burst my bubble a bit. So you might just send him out on loan next season or something like that. Hope he improves. Because low attacking work rate, especially for like a midfield player, I don't really want that unless they're a defensive midfielder like Byram. So yeah, leave your thoughts on Damari Byram. He looks like a superstar. And look, Belanta, talk about superstars. He's amazing in FM. Should we try and sign him at some point? Maybe a bit too expensive. A bit too good for us right now. But maybe when we get to Championship, Premier League, I'll definitely be keeping my tabs on him. And we actually lose a game here, which was a bit disappointing, but we're still going to finish in that top position now, rounding off the season. And again, there's a couple good Argentinians here, but you can see they're around 70 overall, so a bit expensive. We get the prize money, 21k, just over that. Not much money for winning, yeah. And Luongo, he's not suspended anymore, so next season he'll be fresh. So yeah. That's going to be pretty much it for this episode. Next episode is going to be fairly similar, where we're going to kind of push towards the end of the season, though, and see what happens. But we do finish first, a dominating season, 101 points. But the question is now, can we do it next season? Leave your comments, what kind of signings we need to make, and keeping account the youth players we have. Like Niklas Muller, we're probably going to sign up, and he's going to be another striker. So we've got 3 strikers, really, unless we might sell Akbro. And we'll see if we're going to rotate there. But yeah, leave your thoughts, who I should keep, who I should sell, and any other feedback you have for this career mode. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe for some more career mode content if you haven't done so yet. And I'll see you guys in the very next video.